Tomorrow morning, we are going to be opening up this ark right here. Right? Da da v'zos ha'Torah, and taking out the Torah scroll and finishing the book of the Torah, finishing the fourth book of the Torah, the book of Bamidbar. And whenever we finish a book of the Torah, we yell out, Chazak, Chazak, v'nis chazek, which means strong, strong, and be strengthened. The question is, we're in the middle of the 3 weeks, in the middle of seemingly a time of the opposite of strength, of weakness, the time of the destruction of the temple, both the temples in Jerusalem. So what is this calling out of strength 3 times? How can we be strong in these times? So if we look at the Torah portions, there's actually a double Torah portion. The first one in Hebrew is called matos, which is like literally a staff. It refers to the tribes. It's also like a staff, a stick. And then the second Torah portion is masai, travelings. And they're together, they're combined. But we call out chazak, chazak, v'nis chazek, this 3 times being strong, specifically after masai, the second one, because that's the end, but the one that means travels. And the question is, specifically travels, it seems that how is that strength? We understand the strength of a stick. How can we see a strength in each one? And how does this answer our question? So if you think about it, compare like the strength of a stick above, from below trying to force, it's one kind of strength. But it's really a much more real and permanent strength when it's you're down dealing with what you're dealing with the concept of traveling. Traveling is fine. It seems like maybe it's weak. You're not in a permanent place, but you're there. You're down on the ground. And the concept of calling out strength 3 times is also significant because what is 3? The concept of 3 means there's 1, which means just unity, wholeness, only exists as oneness, infinite. And then you have 2, which is the concept of there's something else. There's an adversary, an opposer, so to speak. There's another force. And 3 means even though there's the 2, I can still achieve wholeness. I can still achieve oneness. And it's really much more connected to the concept of the second Torah portion, of Masai. Because if I want to really achieve that within myself, so I need to be dealing with myself. So I can't try to take a stick and force it from above. But I need to be down there and say, okay, I need to look at these different parts of myself, which seemingly I might view as opposers, as adversaries. And I could say, okay, what's going on here? What is, let me go down and deal with them. Let me travel around. Let me be on the ground. And let me, maybe have some curiosity. Find out what are these different parts of myself? What are these things that I consider, adversaries? Are they really trying to get me? Are they, what's going on within me? What am I dealing with? What do I get triggered by? What are these things that I have to deal with? Who am I? And when I show that kind of curiosity, and then maybe I can have compassion and figure out these different parts of me, and then I can deal with them, and I can, then I can really achieve true strength, true oneness, and true wholeness. Shabbos.